guilty when I felt like moral for making it at the time, because at the beginning of that thing I was laughing at her, and then halfway through I was like, oh shit, she's saying shit. So
Yeah.
I made it though, and made her look good. Now, according to her, of course, this is an example of me being obsessed with her, completely ignoring all the videos that don't include her.
Oh, but in that video, you were like just sitting there chewing something, not paying attention to her or whatever. And I was also in that video. I wasn't listening to her at all, because I listened at first and I was like, this does not interest me, and I spaced out.
I know, I wasn't really listening in real time, especially not at first. You can see me go like in the actual video. You see me at first just want to like roll my eyes and not even like not paying attention to Courtney wanting to say something. I sort of wanted to like smush it away to the side. But you can see me go FE to the side and go ahead, Courtney.
But it's interesting how she sees that obsessing, when the only thing we see there are two people not listening to her at all.
Right.
What type is she?
Was basically a moral action on my part, which is to say I felt bad, like I was not being fair to her. She takes that as some indication of something else. You know, I don't know, whatever. Doesn't matter. That's not relevant. That's not what we're talking about. So anyway, yeah, in that video, that's an example of me basing what I'm concluding on what I think going in rather than what I'm actually hearing right now. And that's a mistake I can make sometimes. Let's be attentive to it.
What mistake is that? Is it an FE mistake?
Yeah, I think it's an SI preferring mistake. It's like I prefer to just have the thing already decided, right, and kept track of. I've reduced this person to dumb. I'm not going to do anything smart. Therefore, I have to think about it at all. It's a heuristic that allows me to parse away some of the complications of life, but it's unfair and leads to way more inaccuracies than it produces outcomes. So that particular heuristic, in my opinion, is a very poor one to utilize.
Well, it's just interesting that, I mean, I do that sometimes too with people. Not in that like same context or anything, but it's just weird that we go off on their ideas sometimes, some people's ideas, and then other people's ideas we shut down, not think about it. Simplify it. I don't know. I do both.
Right. I do both too. It has lots of my mood, I think, and the mood of the other person. I'm quite reactive to the other person's mood.
That's one benefit of being a shifty fella.
If they're being like not necessarily confrontational, but kind of pompous, then I shut them down.
Too big for his britches is a perfectly valid justification for whatever it is you said to him.
Normally they come in the form of TE type arguments.
TE type
they don't
arguments.
Yeah, like they don't value TI at all, so they don't want me to parse it out. They just say, here are some numbers and some examples, and it's like, okay. I don't like why should I appeal to authority and just listen to this scholar or scientist guy that did this study on it when I can think about it myself? I can go over it myself.
Because they're going to give you money.
I mean, there's value in what they have to say, but I don't just agree with it.
You guys, you're missing the point, guys. You're missing the point. I've got a good, efficient way to do this really bad idea. And I don't know what you guys are you're missing the point. It's a really good, efficient way to do this really bad idea. So let's go ahead and do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't stand it. I really can't stand it. And I've come to know that, like, recently, I've come to know that. That really gets on my nerves. I mean, it probably got on my nerves before, but I'm just more conscious of it now.
Frustrates me too. I get frustrated with TE arguing. One of their favorite arguments is, yeah, but that's not how the real world works, or, but that's not how things are, but things don't work that way.
Yeah.
In other words, like, but I don't want to have
Or
to
like,
be consistent. In other words, basically, that's what that
yeah,
means.
it doesn't take that much effort to do this thing. But it's a bad thing. But it doesn't take much effort to do it. Like, okay, so
Just do it. All you need
Yeah.
to do.
it's very easy to do. Just when someone wants to be an Apache helicopter, just recognize them as an Apache helicopter. It doesn't take much from you.
It's just like TE led by FI.
Yeah.
Look, they prefer to be a third gender not yet known called the Scorch. Okay? You need to refer to her. You need to refer to Squir. Squir wants to be called Squee. We wants to be called by a square name. Oh, really? Do I have to learn a whole new lexicon of shit just to talk to this person? Wow. They prefer not to be
Yeah.
called a person, okay? They're species interdependent.
Mhm.
What does that mean? It means they depend on other species to survive. Doesn't everybody?
Yeah. So I went out with that Denny's girl last night. I guess
Oh,
tonight,
how'd it go?
whatever you want to call it. And she was doing stuff like that. She was making arguments like that. She was getting on my nerves. I mean, I didn't make that known, but she was saying that you should recognize people by whatever gender they want to be recognized as. And I asked, what about race? Can you decide your own race? She said no. I said, oh, what makes gender, or what makes race more real than gender? She couldn't answer that. You can't determine your age either. I can't feel like or want to be recognized as a 65-year-old and collect Social Security either for some reason. I don't know why. That'd be nice though.
I'm transageal, but I never tried getting it that high up yet. But
Yeah,
maybe someday I will.
it just blows my mind. I can show you a video that is really telling. This guy goes to a college campus, I think in Ohio or something, and asked students, if he said he was a female, would they recognize that? They said, yeah. If he was Chinese, yeah. If he was, 7-year-old, yeah. 65-year-old, yeah. But when it came down to height, that's where they drew the line. He's like some short guy. He said, recognize me as a 6'3" Chinese woman. And they said, well, I'll grant you the other two, but not the 6'3".
I want to be trans-idol as well. I think a video about all the trans things that I am. I'm trans-ageal, trans-idol, transracial, I'm third gender. I decided to be Squarch as well. So,
Well, what is Squirch like? What's it like being a Squirch?
well, life as a Squirch, it's a lot like being a man, but it's not constantly raping everything.
Are they constantly being raped? Do you feel like you're being raped all the time, Eric, being a Squirch?
Being a Squirch means being raped a lot, but having some good stretches of not being raped. But we're only mostly raped by porpoises is the thing.
Okay. So whereas women are raped all the time, Squirches are just rape
Squatches
some of
are raped by both women and men porpoises, though, is the thing.
Okay.
We
Well,
don't
just
have
stay
any
away from
holes or pokey parts. We have no sticking out parts. We have no holes.
How do they rape you then? What do they insert and where do they put it?
They rape me with their words. They rape me with their eyes. Of course. How
Yeah.
do people get raped?
I mean, it'd be different if they forced you to rape the porpoise.
Well, that is a different gender, okay?
Put it in their blowhole.
Yeah. They prefer to be called blow cavities, okay? Blowhole is a very porpoisist term.
Makes sense.
You and your porpoisism, your porpoisist ways are not welcome here, sir. They are not welcome.
Why are you raping me? What's your porpoise?
I imagine, I want to do a little video of some man walking up to a woman who's waiting for a bus, and she's smoking a cigarette, and he's like, "Excuse me, can I get a light?" And she turns to him and says, "Why do you guys constantly try to rape me?" I said, "What? I mean, I'm just standing here. Do you gotta come over here and try to forcibly rape me?" I never
watched,
tried to forcibly rape you.
that debate between, what is it, Audra and I forgot the other gal's name.
Chloe. It was good.
I mean, it turned around pretty quick to where she was going against women, like degrading women, saying they were stupid. I mean, that's basically what she said.
Who? Audra or Chloe?
Chloe, like they weren't
Yeah.
capable of understanding the importance of the political sphere or something like that.
Audra walked her around and fucking. Audra just walked her right around. Audra's good. I didn't know she was that good. I never really seen her in action because when I'm in the room and she's in the room, I'm probably talking. I gotta work on that. I gotta listen more, ask more questions. I am working on it. I'm getting a little bit better.
Denny's girl does play D&D though, so that's pretty cool.
Well, that's not easy to find either.
No, and she's cute. I mean, she's annoying as all get go, but she plays D&D and she's cute. So I play D&D with her.
What kind of characters does she play?
She said she was like a dragonborn. She like the way she was talking about their campaign that they're doing right now. It was pretty comedic. I don't really like that too much. Like some comedy's okay, but it should be realistic in some sense. As far as D&D can be realistic,
Well, sure. I mean, you want the projected world that you're operating in to be consistent and reliable in terms of the sense that if you pin shit down, you can operate off of it.
Yeah. Like she was talking about how one of the characters is a hat, and she's her name is CSI Miami. Like what kind of world do you have where Your name would be CSI Miami. That doesn't make any sense to me at all.
It's kind of a funny name though for a D&D character. I want to put that in the script too.